Ah, dang it. Yoshi and Boo got that one. Of course, we still got a chance. Alright, we got it.
Finish.
Nicely done. Alright, so now it is time for the last turn of the game. And Burrow gets herself a 9. And she just passed by my Spiny space, which is going to make her lose 10 coins. Alright, my turn, and we're gonna get a 10. Alright, let's see. I think I'm gonna go this way. Oh, we're landing on a Koopa Kid space. Alright, what's it gonna be? Oh, he's gonna shovel everyone's orbs, alright. We do end up with one of them, but it doesn't really matter since it is the last turn, so we're not going to get a chance to use it. Alright, Yoshi's putting his sweet store right there, and he gets 2 coins inside it. 1. Alright, 10 for Boo. Alright, so we're going to end things off with a 4-player minigame, and it's going to be Take Me Home. Alright, let's do this.
Go!
There goes Birdo. I booze out, down to me and Yoshi. Ah, darn it. We unfortunately got hit, so Yoshi wins. Oh, well. That was just a little bit tough for me to try to survive right there, but it happens like that sometimes. Anyways, that's it for the last turn, so let's go ahead and get ready to go over the final results, and then we'll see who our winner is in a moment. So here's all our stars. So Birdo and Boo did have 1 star, while me and Yoshi didn't have any of them. But we can still have a chance to win this. It all just depends on our luck with the bonus stars here that show up in a moment. So let's take a look at our coins. I did barely have the most of those in the end with 89. Alright, now let's find out what our bonus stars are for this game. We have the Orb Star, Running Star, and Red Star. Alright, let's start things off with the Orb Star, and who's going to be getting this? Oh, it's Yoshi. Alright, now we're on to the Running Star. Let's see who's going to be getting this one. Oh, Yoshi gets that one too. Alright, but anyways, let's finish things off with the Red Star. And who's going to be getting this? Me. Well, at least we got one of the bonus stars right there, so it is better than nothing. But anyways, the winner is... It's Yoshi! So that's going to make him the superstar. And he wasn't last going into the final results right here. And he literally went all the way to first right there in the very end after the bonus stars were given out. So that was just lucky of how Yoshi managed to get that win right there. If only I would have gotten one of those other bonuses besides the last one, I could have actually won this game. But we still tried our best out there, but just wasn't good enough for us to come out on top. But we still ended up in second place though, which is not too bad, so we can't complain too much about that. But anyways, let's go ahead and go over our detailed results before we wrap things up for the segment. So I did have a mini game by 83 over Yoshi, and then Boo had shopping by 5 over me. And looks like Yoshi had the orb star by 3 over me. Oh man! Look at how close it was in terms of running. Yoshi had that by 1 over me. Oh boy. I really would have hoped right here that I would have had a better total with that Super Shroom Orb that I used on that one turn. But all because it didn't really do me all that good in terms of distance. I was just that close right there in terms of trying to get running right there. Oh boy, that really stumps me so much right there. I literally cannot believe Yoshi barely managed to get running right there so he could win this game. I really should have expected better with that Super Shroom Orb on that one turn when I used it, like I said. But that's just a shame that it did not work out for me in my favor. And then Yoshi landed on the most blue spaces. I was the only one that landed on a red space. That's how I very much got the red star in the end. And then Boo landed on the most character spaces with 2. Me and Birdo have 1, and Yoshi was the only one that didn't even land on a single character space. And then me and Boo tie each other for the most green spaces with 3, while Yoshi and Birdo have 2. Nobody landed on any dual spaces. Boo was the only one that landed on a Mike space. Nobody landed on any DK spaces, and nobody landed on any Bowser spaces this whole game as well. Alright, so let's see our graphs right here very quickly as well. Alright, well, we were close right there to trying to have a shot right here to win this game, but it just didn't work out too well for us from what we were expecting right here. But second place isn't all that bad for where we ended up, like I said right here. Just wish we would have done better right here if it wasn't for us getting so close right there in terms of running. And like I said, in terms of that, I just literally could not believe I was just 1 space short right there of trying to get the running star right there. If only I would have done better with that Super Shroom Orb that I used right here on that one turn, I could have had running instead right there. But that was just stupid of how we got so short of that. But no matter what happens, we still tried our best. That's all that we could do. Alright, we are going to get 266 cruise mileage points. So, anyways, that is going to do it for Mario Party 7 for the Nintendo GameCube as part of my 2026 Valentine's Day special. But we still have some more games to play, and I will see you all for the next segment right after this, so stay tuned.